What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of my Hungarian Let's Play, where in the previous episode we did some expanding. Unfortunately, things didn't quite work out as I had intended, and we had a close call with rebel factions actually being successful. Speaking of which, we have quite a few rebel factions that are actually progressing. I don't think any of them are actually a legitimate threat, but they are stressing me out enough to where I'm going to individually deal with some. We've got a mercenary going for this. Another one was Morocco, which appears to just be these. We've got a fort level 6 there. That's nasty. I am going to have to... another one that's progressing is this guy here. So yeah, we're going to have to manually deal with those, unfortunately. Now we are fighting a few wars here. I'm fighting France, and hoping that given enough time, the Empire can just automatically fight that for us. We have to see how we do. Also fighting a little small war here in the New World, and I'm hoping to continue doing that every now and then as we go. But yeah, let's see what we can achieve this episode. 3 years truce on Japan. Now I was looking out for other nations that we can go into war with. One is this nation here, but it's pretty awkward if these Moroccans are progressing. I really want to desperately deal with them. We don't really have enough units here, it seems, to kill dudes and spend our admin as well as I would like. So I think one solution is going to be, well, I will try to deal with some of these Pacific Islanders, Southeast Asianers, these guys, for example, and just quickly take them out. Spend admin anywhere we can, coring some dudes up. This is what we're going to be doing this episode. Definitely plan to go to war here, but it's all things in good time. I am worried about the rebel progress. Does not feel very good. We have a rebel faction up here that's progressing really well, but I detached a mercenary to deal with them. Some Ottoman rebels were growing, but it's just that stuff there. We're dealing with them. Cool. We've been doing really nicely on our Liberty Desire, even though enforced religion on Prussia, so that's a cool thing to see. And unfortunately, we can have a look at like what 100% looks like. I want to focus exclusively on the Genoan trade region. Unfortunately, it will shrink when we give it to subjects. So yeah, unfortunately it's going to be smaller than that, eh? Not too hot. I'm also rendering a video in the background. Yeah, even that, guys, is 100%, and it's going to shrink when we give it to subjects. Ugh, doesn't feel very good. It's not a huge chunk, man, but it's going to give us a significant truce. You guys might hear a ding. You'll have to forgive me. That's going to be my encoding finishing, and yeah, just letting you guys know the background noise. Let's go! Let us win the game. Let us play the game. It is time. To declare some more wars. This guy's going to be the dude going around. So these two should be easily annexable. Hopefully they don't have high level forts. That guy doesn't appear to. Well, we will see. Now we're gaining some splendor here, and I can take a thing. I'm not sure which would be the best, quite frankly. We kind of decided this one would be the best. Liberty Desire on subjects, but we're doing pretty well on Liberty Desire, honestly. One of them is like a siege thing, if I remember correctly. That's meh. Yeah, maybe artillery. The force march just being on permanently is pretty sweet, man. But maybe the artillery to siege down forts faster. I think that's the most influencing one in the sense of closing the gap, the mighty gap that remains. I think that's the most influential one. So I'm going to be taking that. Oh, great. Okay, I'll annex that guy when we declare the other war here in a moment. So there's no rebel faction that's uber progressed at the moment. It's good. Speak of the devil. Who is it though? That guy. Okay, and we're taking care of that guy as well. Good, good, good. Takes so long to move, you know, up in these large provinces. West Africa is being converted up really nicely. Hoping that if we convert up these provinces, we can not have another West African or North African revolt at all. That would be good. And I think it's time well, hang on. Oh my god, this is running so slow. I think we'll finish rendering in just a moment. To tell you the truth, guys, what happened, if you remember my previous episode, we had a rough cut because my game crashed, and that's the reason that I'm basically splicing two video files together. And because I'm short on time, I'm trying to do it while I'm recording. It just slows things down a little bit. Money's doing nicely considering the amount of mercenaries that we're reinforcing. Manpower's getting up there. That's really what I want to see. Because unfortunately, when we hit that HRE button, we're going to get a tremendous amount of manpower, but limit. But we're not going to gain manpower from anything, which I wish we would. Also, we're doing a bad job. We're doing a bad job winning another war and being ready to peace out for land, guys. I looked around in between episodes, and I think the Pacific Islanders, as well as this guy, are the best options, because they're kind of the easiest options. There's not that many options apart from nations like Tibet, Bahamas, which Tibet has a lot of development around this region, not in the mountains, but down around this region, Bengal. There are not that many options which are not isolated. I'm trying to avoid isolated areas where we have to have dedicated units to stabilize the region. And I'm also, trying to finish off regions if possible to close in on Asia in particular. But there's a lot. That's a mountains province. God dang it. It's a hard one, man. It's a hard one. But let's get this bloody war started. So I'm wondering, does he have a fort to turn on? Yes. Go there. Quickly. This guy has no allies. Nice, we get there before the end of the month, which means that's a free fort. His only other fort is a fort level 1. This should be really short. Nice and easy war, ready to peace him out. See how quickly we can do that guy as well. Like I said, truce with Japan comes up in 3 years' time, so it would be really nice. I will, once we take that, try to stabilize the Japanese region entirely. Ryukyu is a subject of Ming, typical. Yep. If we do get access here, I can declare some of these wars. Try to fight a lot of the whole region and annex it all if we can. Nuke Steel's got some Liberty Desire. I think we got enough prestige to be spending here. Like it ain't no thing. Definitely worth it, man, to spend 20 prestige like that for the 22 ducats a month. It's a tremendous amount of money. And, I think considering we're pretty damn wealthy, we have some manpower. God dang it, I'm not sure if my template actually has mercs. I think it might not have mercs. I don't remember, it's been so long ago. I'm going to quickly, what I was going to say is hire another dude. Hire another stack duder. And make sure, however, that we're not spending our manpower, precious manpower, on the infantry. Manpower is going to be all about reinforcing. That's what we're saving up for. As long as we're rolling in the dough, the Munmuns, I would like to hire mercenary birds. My favorite kind of canary bird. Cool. Already progressing at positive there, so that should be a really quick siege. And that faction should be fully annexable in no time. Okay, no rebel faction close to being successful. That one was getting near. So let's send this guy out for Morocco. And I hope that this one stack we have, nice, no allies will back them up, which means no truce timers. Hoping that this one stack is enough to, yeah, maybe not, but we've got a lot of allies nearby. Aha, his tech is pretty damn bad. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Should be enough to take this faction out with that one stack, hopefully. Okay, getting nearer and nearer to being able to accept the Enlightenment, but I doubt we have enough money at the moment. Hey! Oh no, we did give that to Circassia. Nothing, no funny business going on. I thought somehow a member of the Empire declared war, got a province somehow from another, but I think it's just my imagination. So let us see, how much is this worth, this nation? Wow, 75% overextension, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Cool. Cool, let's quickly finish him off so that he can't be resieging. And go declare on this dude next. I somehow doubt, I think that this province here is... these provinces are quite high developed. Somehow doubt that this nation is the same way. I think he will be easily fully annexable, but we will see. Let's convert some Moroccan provinces. Yeah, once we fight that second war with Japan, it's inevitable that some of them will revolt, but I'm hoping to stabilize Japan, and that would be really nice. Any island that we can stabilize and we never have to even look at again would be pretty cool. Take this guy's bloody navy out. Kill these... What the strait is over in this sea, damn it. Looks like, can we... That's not a strait, okay. I was wondering if we can walk to Bali, but we can't. We got a lot of idle diplomats. Somebody asked, why am I not bestowing imperial grace on members of the Empire? And by members of the Empire, he said Bohemia, Prussia, the ones that had Liberty Desire a few episodes ago. The thing is, we haven't had much of an issue with our relations, guys. For those of you who can't keep up. Like for example, right now we have 200 with Bohemia and Prussia. Those are the guys who have had Liberty Desire. Relations hasn't been much of an issue. And as far as I understand, bestowing imperial grace, it only improves your relations. Of course, having high relations improves Liberty Desire, but once it's capped out, it's capped out. And I believe our relations have been capped out, so I hope that answers the question. These nations have caught up these provinces nicely, and of course, hoping they do the same with France. Speaking of France, we got some members of the Empire working on his territory. That's good. Hoping that in due time they're going to be nice and autonomously successful, and we peace out. And we're feeling really bad, man, about the fact that, yeah, it's going to take another 4 wars is my prediction, but we will see in the future. I've got one more admin efficiency coming down the line at Tech 27, which we're getting closer and closer to. But that's only 5 more admin efficiency than what we're kind of used to. I'm still feeling like the last age where we had that 5 admin efficiency from the spending our splendor on the sort of idea. What do you call these? What are these called? I don't know. At least we have the Golden Age. Golden Age isn't overextension, I don't think. I don't think it's admin efficiency. But it is, yeah, because the absolutism. It's a small amount of admin efficiency. Sweet. Sweet. I can't wait. It's going to be good. But again, I've said it many times before, we have to be poised and ready to go ham. Absolutely ham. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I could certainly be doing better, I'm sure. We're doing a pretty good job keeping the ball rolling. I think I lost, like, you know, 1 month, a fraction of a month's worth when we were capped out. So, you know, a maximum of like 10 or so admin. But for the last a long while, years, we've spent our admin pretty efficiently. In a little bit of a sketchy spot right now. But we're managing. We've got this amount of time. I'm sure we'll be fine. I hate the fact that I didn't fully annex Brunei last episode. But that's just how it goes. Sometimes. Also, I'm trying to keep an eye out for the disputed successions to pop up. Because we can cancel our royal marriage with our diplo ideas with no real consequence. So pretty much any disputed succession is probably worth grabbing a royal marriage with. The only real consideration, I mean, you know, within a few years, it's not going to be the case because I'm going to be worried about integrating them. But for the next 10, 15 years, for sure, I'll just royal marriage anybody. We've got the diplo slots. So, yeah. Okay, let's quickly land here. Take out Bhutan first, however you pronounce his name. And I think we're doing fine on the rebel factions, right? That's in Savoy, okay. Yeah, nice, dude. Doing really well with the rebel factions. Good job, boys. Nice and stable at the moment, but I'm sure we've got plenty of revolts down the line. Because we just keep on going, don't we? We just keep on going. It's a rough life. It's a rough life when you're just trying to dominate and conquer the entire world, you know what I'm saying? Real hard life for us. Okay, his capital's there. Hopefully he doesn't have that many forts. It's got one there, which I will have to obtain to take any kind of island. Hey, it seems that Rio did his job this time. But the guy's not quite peaceable. Yeah, I love the fact that they actually fight wars for us. Make sure to do that in the future and bolster their strength. This guy is suffering attrition. I don't like that. Why don't we go help out the French effort? But the main thing I'm trying to use, like, build reinforcements for is actually we're going into Asia soon. And the reason I'm hesitating to fight some of the bigger nations is because I don't feel like it's doable with the amount that we have, like trying to fight the rebels and so on. The sheer amount of troops is going to impact that big time. We're going to be going into India. Also hoping that if we accept this institute, then we can actually take up our military. That would help. To fight these Indians. Many of them are on par or, in fact, even higher than us in military tech. Wait, what? Okay. There's a fort there. I'm like, why can't we walk over? Huh? What is this? Modifier. Capital Pest is in the European continent. There is a revolutionary target in the world. Is not revolutionary target. Target of the following must be true. I have, you know, overall not that much experience in the late game, guys. So it's the fact that we're fighting France, who is revolutionary. Wow, revolutionary France. Damn, -10. Sweet. I suspect that all of our rebel factions will diminish each time we declare war on France. That's pretty cool. I suspect that most of them, well, by mousing over some of the rebel factions, sometimes they do, yeah, sometimes they do actually have an extremely high amount. Either way, it's a good thing. A lot of the rebel factions will, like the second and third wave factions, will be diminishing, but some will still be progressing. If we weren't overextended, that would be another story. There you go. Either way, reaction. Wait, hang on. I just want to check. Unrest, stability cost, and yearly prestige. Forgive that little bleep sound. That's my video file finishing. Yearly prestige plus 10. Holy balls. We're going to have a lot of prestige. Next month we can piece this guy out. What? Why you do this? Just die. You damn guy. So much people influence. Let's go for mercantilism. We want to be rich. Let us become rich. Let us make the monies. Like we've never have before. Thankfully, France is pretty much getting his ass kicked. Even though the Empire was pretty poised to have a bad time kicking his ass. They're just too overwhelmingly powerful. Yep, we're going to be going for the artillery bonus versus fort, guys, as I believe that, maybe that's just combat, actually. I'm too noob to know what that does. That might just be combat. But I think it might help with the siege speed. I think. Yeah, but let's take the Napoleonic warfare. Some of them are pretty good. Like if we took the Liberty Desire one, we'd never have to worry about Rio ever again, or Bohemia. Maybe we should just take it. Bohemia's mad now. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? I think we should just take that one. It's probably sensible. They do pop up every now and then. What the for Rio? What the fuck? What are you doing, bro? Are you serious, guy? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? That Liberty Design thing didn't seem to do much. But we're gaining... The most sensible thing is prestige, guys, to spend. Because we're gaining a crap load of prestige while we fight this war with France. Oh, we could just pay off his debt. I think... I mean, prestige helps the morale of combat and stuff, but I think prestige... I think even paying off his debt at this point, I'm saving up for embracing. So, that was a pretty good option. But, yeah, I think even that we're not going to do. Now, we have to take every fort from this fool, and that is exactly what he is, a fool. How dare you even exist when I'm trying to conquer the world, man. Have some respect, you damn little guy. Trying to conquer the world and you exist. How rude. Let's quickly check how much overextension this nation is worth. Yeah, as I suspected, not that much, but it's something. It's good, it's good, it's good. Some of these rival factions are definitely not diminishing. Perm. How are you not diminishing? Perm? Because that province is Shia. Oh my goodness. Also, it's about time we, I guess maybe Perm's a sensible target. What the? What are you talking about, unrest? Where is this unrest? These provinces. Okay. It's harsh. Okay, never mind. I was going to say harsh treatment perm, but he costs over 50. Forget it. Forget it! Siberia. Where are the Siberian provinces? I'm saying that if we harsh treatment some of them and actually convert them, we don't have to deal with them. Maybe I should do that with my missionaries. I do not know. Maybe it will be smart. Trying to find his capital. Oh, right there. No fort. Brilliant. Datist. Good. Die, France! France is so the coolest nation to go revolutionary, let's be honest. There is only one revolutionary nation. Suck it, America. You damn guys. Just kidding, by the way. I mean, I do hate Americans. That's no joke to really even let's not joke about that. We obviously hate Americans. They're not one of us. Do you know what I'm saying? Bloody scum. But just joking nonetheless, guys. Just kidding. I know, believe it or not, I have a over-representation of Europeans, at least more than I would have thought, who watch. But believe it or not, there are some of those American dogs among us. So let's not run them off yet. You bastards. And by some, I mean still the majority of people who watch are Americans. So there we go. Just unbridled discrimination against them. You can take it. You can take it. I know you guys grow up, "Ooh, America is the greatest country." So just trying to balance it out a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? You jerks. How close are we to... Not progressing too well on the institution spread. Ooh, he's got some rebels, because he's Catholic now. Interesting. I mean, it's nice to see regular rebels, though, and not religious zealots. Revolting religious zealots. Man, I'm loving the fact there's no more rebels in West Africa. Let's keep this up. Let's keep this up. Peasants are about to be successful in Savoy. And no rebel factions progressing, and they're not actually spawning all that quickly because of our unrest situation. In fact, nice, they did end up diminishing, only 2 remaining. And I bet you, now that our overextension is much better, if we waited a month or 2, they would digress. But the question is, can we afford to wait a month or 2? We can wait a few months right now, because we'd be over. And this is a full annexation. Let's take his cash. Remember to take his cash where you can. Always got to take a cash where you can. Is there... No, we're fighting France. Okay. I'll chill in the New World. I was going to say, is there another place we can fight a war like here? But I'm happy to do that. But let us wait until there's not a massive colonial war. Because those guys are probably walking all over the show right now. Involved in many stuffs. Really hoping to stabilize this as much as I can and focus just on this guy. I noticed that these guys are allied to each other. Let's have a look if we can break one or the other. Not quite, eh? How many diplomats do I have free? I don't think that was close enough. Well, maybe if I take Diplo Rep from the Pope, then we could break one of the alliances if I improve relations as well. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Progressing nicely in Paris, but there's so many dudes there. Let's move our stack out of that position, because the attrition is brutal. It's brutal. Convert a dude. Should I convert the Perms? The Permanians? Permifications? Should I convert them? They're just going to revolt faster. Stability! Stability, I say! because we're not so much overextended. Man, that response, what is it? Reaction, the beauty. Beauty, mate. Love it. Alright. That's pretty smexy, man. No rebels. Oh, the dream. Not for long. Not for long. Because as soon as these hit up, we're gaining some more overextension. But yeah, a few months of no rebel factions progressing. It's a miracle, I say. It is a miracle. Here we go. Let's quickly head up that guy. And do the piece arenas. Right? How's our extension? 7.3. Fully next there goes face. Nice. I'll keep a fort here to help the rebels out. Nice, man. And we're getting nearer and nearer to being not feeling too guilty about taking up our admin, but we definitely worked it backwards. With oh, what the hell is a fort there as well? I didn't even notice. God dang it! In Bali, damn it. Yeah, we're doing a pretty good job. Like I did work it backwards, so I'm proud of myself. I was worried there. I was worried that we were being too slow and potato-like, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. Hoping that after our peace deal with France, yeah, we're going to wait for the Empire to core up what we take, which unfortunately, geographically, because the development is so high, is not really that much. But I think at that stage, finally, I wish we would have done this a long time ago, quite frankly. Finally, once they core up this region and gives us supreme dominance, I'll make sure to hit these three for sure. Influence over Genoa, sending us up for that. I will be, how do you say, inheriting the entire empire for free. Once they're poised and ready to go. To give me all the stuffs. They've cored it up, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm worried here about access to other dudes. So at the very least, we're going to do something like that. But I guess, yeah, let's do something like that. So in our next war against the Ottomans, we can get access all the way. You know, we don't have to walk around here. That will help out a bit. And then anything else is whatever. Just look for the 100 overextendo, so that's going to be just fine. Cool. Now right now we're at 82%. That's going to have to do. We're efficient enough that I shouldn't be stressing out. That's going to have to do. Cool. So that's a big piece offer down the line. I'm loving the fact that our rebel factions are not progressing. Like, we're stable. It's the... Well, actually, we might not be stable right now. There might... Yeah, there's some progression once again while we core. But, you know, we're the most stable that we've been in a long time. And it feels real good. Rebel factions are getting cleaned up here and there by our subjects. God dang it, this guy's gonna bloody well take it back before I can siege his province. So we must move. We must kill a dude. It's going to be really cancerous, guys. No joke. It's going to take at least one full episode, I swear, to sort out. It's going to be purely management once we hit that HRE button of deleting forts, stating territory, sorting out their states. It's just going to go on and on. It's going to be really cancerous. So just keep that in mind. But I'm actually really looking forward to kind of being autonomous, having like really seeing just how wealthy we are and having access to more troops than we have now. Because when we do that, guys, Europe, for the most part, is going to be stable. Like, we're going to have probably one massive stack ready for response against sort of the French. But it's going to be basically stable. So no doubt we're having one stack sort of ready to deal with the French rebels or whatever, or Scandinavian rebels as we go. We can have one stack. That's all that's going to be required. All of the rest of Europe, basically, the might is going to be mobilized to help us out in the other theaters, like India. Really, really, really looking forward to that. Like, the trade is going to go through the roof, guys. We're just going to be able to dominate so many areas. I'm going to rework that's another thing that's going to be quite tedious, is reworking the merchants. But, for example, we're going to have big influence in Constantinople. We're going to have probably exclusive influence in... Wait, I said Constantinople, I meant the English Channel. We're probably going to have exclusive influence, dominance in Venice, all of the end nodes. Probably not going to need to transfer all that much to Genoa and have supreme control. That's going to be sick. And then we're going to send our merchants into areas where we're not so influential, like East Africa probably, and send it all over to Europe. But the tedium comes from the moving everything around. In fact, we might find when we hit the button that we're poor as all hell. And going to remain that way until we do move the things around. But it's just how it goes. The guy's rank 1. We don't need no rank 1 guy. This is pissing me off. Has anyone else noticed this? Like, all of my advisors are rank 1. This is what happened when I was trying to get that Diplo Rep advisor. I kept rolling them. They're all rank 1. I'm not sure if you've noticed, game, but we're kind of a big, tough guy. Can you give me some real bloody advisors, please? Appreciate you. You damn guy. Forget this. This is pissing me off. Going for individual provinces. I want to think in regions. West Africa looks stable. What are we trying to stabilize? This. Before they revolt again. Let's stabilize this. Don't want to deal with them again. Kilwa. We could, but there's going to be rebels there down the line anyway. So I'll go for that. Probably Japan. Truce comes up with Japan in 1 year. So let's begin trying to stabilize the northern regions. Yeah. Let's focus on Japan after that little area in the Congo. Now I am going to need, as long as he has low enthusiasm, that's good. But I am going to need near 100% with the French. And we don't seem to be that close with only near 30%. It's going to take its sweet, sweet time. Also, these guys... got some subjects coming to help out. The Holland, the Dutch. The Dutchmen. I guess that's only fort level 2. Sweet. That should siege up pretty quickly. Try now 100% those two guys that we're at war with. So that's the last fort out here that we need. Let's quickly hit him up here again. Sit on that fort and he should be 100%able at that time. Chaps are ready to go. Nice. So Fez is going to be the last Moroccan province to be Sunni. And we just need to siege it up, obviously. Oh, so we're in that situation where we're choke pointed out, waiting for this siege here to happen. Ooh. We could assault it. Wait for their morale to increase. Yep. I'm all about that time efficiency if possible. So I'm gonna hit that assault button. Rip infantry. Trying to reinforce there. Got him. We might end up deleting some of those units anyway once we inherit them, you know. trying to speed the process up a bit if possible. But yeah, I've lost track of time a little bit here once again. Nice, we sieged down that fort level 2 really quickly. I think I'm going to call this an episode here, guys. Just the same old stuff, guys. Obviously waiting for this to core up, and then I don't know if this guy will be ready to be, probably. It's 80% worth, we're getting there. Be ready to peace out immediately afterwards, so that's good. Legitimacy is just about maxed out. And for that reason, our absolutism is just about maxed out. I say maxed out, but you know what I mean. At our max. Once again, I guess it goes up to like 90, does it? But yeah, pretty soon, hopefully in about a decade, I suppose, we're gonna form, because they need time to core up France, but we're gonna form the HRE, and we're gonna start probably a few years, because it will take a few years to sort the empire out a bit. We're gonna start our golden era, and it's gonna be good fun times. Hopefully good fun times. Hoping that one of our subjects here, yay, Fez finally finished, gives us a general against the French wall. -2 to rolls, but that's okay. Fez is finally finished. Send a missionary in there when we can. Some of our troops are freed up. I'm going to send them back here, that's where they came from, and split this into 2 to make sure that the composition's better. We don't have infantry there, if you've noticed. They're all up there in Fez. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you... Whoa, this French is so strong compared to our puny troops, but our numbers, I say. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Same old stuff, guys. We're pretty exciting stuff coming down the line. Hungary's looking pretty nice and epic. And, oh man, it's just whether we gotta gobble it all up, man. We're diminishing. It's obviously some Scandinavia, pretty much apart from the capital here of Stockholm, pretty low development. Great Britain is going to be, when we get the admin efficiency, 2 wars worth, by the looks of things. So great. Not that big of a deal. The first war will take a little bit of effort. Second war should be nothing. France, unfortunately, will take a few wars, but yeah, here's hoping that we can just smash them. Again, here's hoping with ease after this war. I bet the war after that he'll be, annoying. We'll have to have about 3 stacks or so, but it is whatever. And then the rest is basically, we can at least fit it into this one screen. It's going to be some Africa, some of East Africa, some of the Middle East, most of the Middle East, and East Asia. It's all about that East Asia. We're going to be taking out Japan probably next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and see you then.